Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy John, aka Speros here, and today I'm bringing you guys my setup video or setup tour, whatever you guys want to call it. This has been one of my most requested videos. A lot of people like to see kind of my setup and what I'm rocking, what I'm looking at when I am playing the game. Anyway, guys, this is going to be my setup tour. If you guys want to check out anything that I have on this desk or anything, it's all going to be in my Amazon link down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, just to let you guys know. So anything that you purchase through that link, whether it be something that you see in like kind of my Amazon store, or you guys just go out and purchase as long as you click that link beforehand, I get a small percentage of anything that you order. It goes to help me out. It doesn't cost you guys anything extra, and it's kind of an easy spot to see all of my gear and an updated list. I also have it in my Twitch description on Twitch, twitch.tv/Speros_. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get into my setup tour. Okay, so as you guys can see right over here, this is not my streaming PC. This is my gaming PC. I just built it. I'm gonna make it a whole separate video about this computer itself in the very near future. This over here is a clock. I do live in Los Angeles, California. This is set to East Coast time. This is kind of keeps me on my schedule. I am on an East Coast schedule. That's just kind of how I've been living. I get up at 5:55 every day, which is really like 9 o'clock Eastern. It's just kind of how I am. But as you guys can see right away, we are rocking 4 different monitors. You can see 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3 are for PC. And then the middle one is for gaming itself. We have a microphone over here. I'm gonna go over my gaming stuff first and then hit you guys with like kind of the specifics of all the stream gear that I have and everything that I'm rocking, and take you guys over there to my streaming PC and my PS4 and all that stuff. First things first, I apologize that the lighting isn't that great. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get my ring light around to the other side. It's just like, it's a lot of work. It's a hassle, and then you got to put it back. And I apologize in advance. I'm sure everybody, you know, underneath my desk or even on my desk, there are about 8 million wires. There's really nothing that I can do about it. Well, I could do cable management. I tried that multiple times. It didn't work. But getting ready into my gaming stuff, this is the controller that I use. I am sponsored by Scuff, and that's because I absolutely love this controller. This is a Scuff Vantage 2. This is a controller that I play on all the time. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is not actually another like joystick. This is the D-pad. I use the circular D-pad. If you guys want to get 5% off of any Scuff products, that is anything on the entire website, use code Speros at checkout. It helps me out and it gets you guys a discount. But this is my Vantage 2. This is the controller that I play on all the time. I've been playing on Vantages for like forever now. Whenever I switched to PS4, like a couple months into PS4, when I switched from Xbox to PS4, I started playing on the Scuff Vantage. I've been playing on Scuffs for pretty much forever, back when I was on Xbox, but I'm very, very passionate about this controller. This is by far my favorite controller and the best controller on the market. It does come with 4 paddles. I'm trying to get like the natural light to help me out here. It does come with 4 paddles on the back, and then you obviously have the circular D-pad, and the sticks are offset. That's just how I like I said, I came from PS4. Moving on, I get a lot of questions about these. These are my headphones. They do have a wire, as you guys can see. I'm just gonna unplug it for like the sake of just showing you guys the headset. These are Astro A40 Trs. You can go on Astro ID and customize your own headset to whatever color that you want. I chose pink just because I thought the pink looked sick. I thought it was something a little bit different. You know, I don't see too many people rocking pink headphones. And as soon as I saw that Astro ID came back, I went ahead and picked these up. I can't remember exactly how much they cost, but I got the entire headset pinked out. We got the pink cable over here, as you guys can see, which goes into my Astro A40 Tr Mix Amp. I'm gonna take you guys to like an overview of my desk in a minute when I start going over my stream stuff, and I'll kind of explain more about what's going on there, and that kind of helps talk about my gaming stuff. But the last thing for gaming or gaming related is my monitor. This is my gaming monitor. It is overkill in general, but it's definitely overkill for console. It is an Alienware 24-inch. I don't remember exactly why. It's in the description, I know that much. But it is a 240 hertz monitor. For those of you who are asking what does 240 hertz do, basically that is the refresh rate on your monitor. That's how many frames, if it's possible, it could like, you know, refresh in a single second. Consoles and most games, most of you guys watch me for Blackout. Blackout is locked at 60 frames per second. That does not mean you're getting 60 frames per second, but that means that you guys are good on a 60 hertz monitor. You guys are a-okay playing on 60 hertz. I've heard speculation that the new consoles are gonna like, you know, have up to 120 frames a second, which would mean that you would need a 144 hertz monitor. But I don't know if I'm buying into all that. But the reason I play on a 244 hertz monitor, or 240 hertz, whatever it is because I'm going to be playing games on PC with controller, and I want to want to make sure I can take use of all of the frames I'm going to be getting from that computer. So I play on a 240 hertz monitor, which is more than capable of taking use of those frames like I was talking about. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take you guys off of the stand, and I'm going to take you guys pretty much up close and personal with my setup. Again, I apologize about all the wires. Wire management really isn't my thing. And I also apologize about the dust. I gotta get like a duster or something. I tried like wiping it all down, but there's just so much stuff on my desk. It's impossible to get to it all. So I do apologize in advance, but we're gonna go over all my streaming stuff and everything else here in a second. All right, now that you guys are off of the stand, we can go ahead and see everything that I have on my desk here. This is everything I'm looking at, all the monitors, everything like that. That is my ring light. I don't know exactly what kind of ring light it is. It's just like some off-brand ring light. Off of Amazon, it was pretty cheap. This is the face cam that I use. This is another big question that I get is what face cam do you use? I use a Sony a6400. That's just like a stock lens. I know I don't have all the foam tiles done. Before I had a couch and stuff in my apartment, there was a really bad echo, so I put up some of those. It did help, but now I have furniture and everything, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I use a Sony a6400. I'm actually gonna turn it off. Sony a6400. This is a Logitech Brio. This is what I used for my setup camera, which was back on the case behind me, but I also sometimes put it on top of my monitor as a controller cam for some people that want to see that. We got the train whistle over here for when we're going on the fat trains. But on this monitor over here on the left, this is where I'm mostly looking when I'm playing and streaming. It's because I have my OBS right here. I have notifications right here. I have chat here, and then I have another set of notifications right there. So that's just how I have it set up when I'm playing. We got the Stream Deck down there. I got a bunch of stuff linked up to that. The two more monitors. This is just like an $89 HP monitor off of Amazon, super cheap. I actually have another one that I accidentally ordered, so I just have an extra monitor because, believe it or not, things do break at some points, or if I might add another monitor like up here just because why not if I have it. More monitors the better, right? This monitor is a Benq monitor. I got back in high school. This was my first ever gaming monitor. I went ahead and just hooked it up to my PC, and then this is my gaming monitor that I used before I got the 240 hertz. It was a 32-inch Samsung 750 UHD, something or another, something like that. But moving over here, we just have a cheap RGB keyboard. We have a book. That's where I write down like all my gameplays, all my dates and stuff. Pens, water. I got a bunch of waters. I got a big stack of water over there. Going over here, this is my Astro A40 Mix Amp. This is the TR. As you guys can see, I have a lot of stuff going to it. This is the power, stream port, which I don't actually use the stream port. This is the optical cable. I knew that. This goes to the headset, and then this comes from my computer and goes in there. This is the aux, so that way I can listen to music, hear people in Discord, so on and so forth. Going over here, this is my Go XLR. This is my mix amp that I use for talking to my stream. This is all in conjunction with this beautiful microphone right here. I don't use these three. These three aren't actually set up to anything. I just use this one. This is my microphone volume. This one I will be using when I start using dual PC, but right now I'm not using dual PC, so I just have it off. This is the cloud lifter. I do use this with the Shure SM7B, which brings me to my microphone. This is my microphone. It's a Shure SM7B. I think the cloud lifter gives it a little bit better performance. That's just me. I have this fancy dancy remote right here. You guys are gonna get triggered with all the wires under the desk, man, but we have this, and then you can just some way, I think you can change it. Yeah, there we go. Boom. And then I just have, this is really gonna bother a lot of people, but underneath my desk, I tried to do wire manager, right? So I put a whole LED strip, I screwed them into the desk, or like with brackets and mounts and stuff, but I got a lot of wires. I have a 16 zip strip, or whatever you wanna call it, with all the plugs are being used at this current moment. All of the plugs are being used, but that was my attempt at cable management. I do have like wire boxes. This is for like a 50-foot Ethernet because I have my modem behind me at my TV. But coming over here, this is my router right here. This is my router. I just did this. I don't actually have this plugged in, but this is my Xbox. This is my PS4 Pro that I play on. XR500 router makes a big difference when playing online games. Highly recommend it. This is a 10 terabyte storage, external storage. This is for the streaming PC. This is Big Bertha, but 10 terabyte and an 8 terabyte. But this is my PS4 that I play on. This is just my Astro, or not my Astro. This is my Scuff controller where I plug it in. And then here, this is the SSD. As you guys can see, I wrote PS4 on the back, so that way I don't get it confused, because I do have one that I use for my PC every now and again, like when I travel. But this is the SSD that I recommend that you guys get
for PS4. It makes a big difference for me. Tuck that back in there where it was. But yeah, so this is like kind of my gaming setup, if this will ever go into focus. This is my streaming PC. I will go over the specs here in a second, or I'll just do it right now. It has a Threadripper 1950X, a Noctua something cooler, an MSI 1060, and I think 16 gigs of RAM, or I may have upgraded to 32 gigs of RAM. I'm not entirely sure. Behind the desk, man, we got an extra monitor right down there. And down here, we got my first ever gaming PC. As you guys can see, it's got the Speros S etched into it, and it's a 1080 for the win edition EVGA. But yeah, guys, this is my entire setup tour. On the ground again, we also have a heater. Everybody knows my hands get cold, my feet get cold. I just get cold when I'm sitting down for a long period of time. So I go ahead, I just kick that heater on. It's really, really nice. Big thing of water. Coming over here, this is something that you guys are used to seeing, but we'll go up close and personal as well. Thank you to whoever sent me the live on air sign. Somebody sent that to my PO box. Absolutely phenomenal. We have the Speros S. This is actually my notification for when I get subscribers and stuff like that. So it's actually pretty cool to have it up on the wall. But this is just a $70 glass case that I got at IKEA. I put it together. Mostly everything is from IKEA. That is worth noting that my desk is literally just an IKEA tabletop, 4 legs, and then a separate tabletop with 4 more legs over there. So going over here, this is my glass case that I have that you guys see behind me all the time. We got Crash Bandicoot and Spyro holding 2 different controllers. This controller was my first ever Scuff Vantage. It's pretty worn. This is back when I used to play with Control Freaks. As you guys can see, it's on there. And then this was my first ever Scuff controller ever. So this was my Xbox 360, this was my Xbox One Scuff. I didn't start playing with paddles until I was in college, and it was an absolute game changer when I started. Down here on the second shelf, we went ahead and put the Speros 100K plaque. I'm gonna try to open this glass actually and see if I can get better focus. But the Speros 100K plaque, bada boom, love to see that. Coming down here, we have, it is an Optic Gaming kind of special edition can. I got it at one of the events. That is a bottle opener. I am a groomsman in my buddy's wedding, and it has a bottle opener. It's pretty cool, I thought. And then we have Ruin, which is another controller holder. That is supposed to be holding my Infinity 4PS. Rallied actually still has it. He lives in my same complex, if anybody knows Optic Rallied. He has my controller still. I gotta get it back from him. I keep forgetting, but I will remember, and then that's where that will be. And then going over here, we got the night vision goggles for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We got that addition to the game so we can get the night vision goggles. I absolutely love them. But yeah, guys, this is my setup. A lot of people are gonna ask as well, what is my chair? I use Secret Labs Titan. I do have a Titan. I have the Titan here in LA, and then back home on the East Coast, I actually have the Omega, and I like the Omega more just by a little bit. Put it into perspective, I'm 6'1", around like 180 pounds, and I really like the Omega more, even though it's supposed to be too small for somebody that size. But me personally, I like because it's like a little bit more cozy. It's a little bit more, you know, tight, where this is just more, you know, open. It's for bigger people. I guess I'm not that big yet. This is my 2019 setup. This is my entire setup tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. Everything will be down in the description in the Amazon link. If you guys purchase anything from there, just know that it does go help me out. But you can also see everything that I'm rocking down in that link. Anyway, guys, if you haven't dropped a like already, I would appreciate that sub if you guys are new around here, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.